I feel like behind the scenes today, been a bit scuffed. My laptop like died and it's just not charging, so I have to get a new charger. So I'll be reading the chat with my mobile phone, which is I mean, it works, I guess. How's everybody doing today? We are starting a new park in Planet Coaster Console Edition today. We'll be starting the County Fair Park. But before I do that, I want to just show off the roller coaster that I finished at the end of the last stream. Simply because I was actually, I was pissed off and I was angry. And I was saying, this has to be a glitch. This has to be a glitch, because there's no way. It makes sense that my numbers were, crazy. They were, in the 16s, and then I fixed it again. It was still, way too high, and the G-forces were breaking. And then, all of a sudden, I closed my game, I launched it back up, and blam, I had perfect numbers. So I guess it was a glitch, which is weird, because I had, two very rare glitches in the game, all in one day. So yeah, back here in the back of this park, which is the Forest Frontiers Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 recreation. Here it is. I put a very basic shell around it, but that's pretty much all I did. So here's the stand-up coaster, and those are the numbers: 6.51, 4.80, and a 2.80. And I mean, I guess I'll put it in test mode and we'll ride it. We'll get a little POV for anybody that wasn't here last time, so you can get an idea of what a finished park and a finished ride looks like. Audio's good. Streams live. It'll be okay. So yeah, this is a standing coaster, and it does a couple loops and a corkscrew and all that good stuff. And it feels really good to ride, so I'm glad that it was a glitch and that it did all work out in the end. So there it is. This is the park, and I think the only thing I added off stream was another balloon shop at the end there, but everything else is as it was at the end of the stream last time. So there you go. This is an idea of what you can expect from a finished park. We'll be doing County Fair, which I'm kind of excited about because it is September. It's almost fall. I think it is technically fall now. And there's a state fair near me. Well, not really close to me. It's 2 hours away, but I used to go every year. Obviously, I haven't been there in a while because of certain situations that are going on globally, but yeah, it's a place that I used to go all the time, and there's a few rides, and for me, county fairs are more about the food. I love fair food, so we're gonna try to recreate a county fair here today, but what I want to do is actually search up something really quick. I want to search up food trucks. I think I already have a few, but to maybe get a new one if anybody's created a new one in a while. Food truck. Food station. Ice cream. Oh, this is close to what I'm looking for. Almost. This is kind of weird. We'll download that and see how it goes. I don't like that Tiki Cheeky one. I might have to make some really basic shops. We'll just see about the theming. Alright. We're going to be playing in Sandbox Mode today, so things will go a lot faster. Plus, nothing about this build is really complicated. Just getting the look across is the most important thing. Let's start this shit. Let's do it. I wrote down some notes to remind myself how to play the video game. I wrote down some notes of things that I definitely want. There's a couple rides in this game that feel like they belong in a fair or a carnival, like a traveling circus or some shit. So let's go. Let's do this. First things first. Opening time 15. I want to do nighttime. I think would be cool here as well. So we'll have to figure out lighting and everything. So we're gonna go from 15 to 3 o'clock. We're gonna close the park. Nobody's allowed in yet. And let's just... Okay, so this is 15 o'clock, and it's gonna go till 3. So there you go. We'll get a lot of nighttime. So this county fair will be open at night, which will be cool, and I can do some fun stuff with like all the lighting, and we'll get some a fireworks show every night, which would be really, really cool. I already have some plans. I'm excited. I think this is like the perfect build to do at the beginning of fall. So I'm excited. I'm ready. I think at some point this has to go max wideness. Oop. Maybe right out of the bat there. Get a little bit of a path before the entrance. I think, would it be under facilities? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I already have somebody made a nice little entrance for me, which was great. We just have to align this correctly. Problem is, it's like 4 entrances. So I don't know if I'll need to edit this out. Probably. I don't think you need 4. Like, I get it. I don't think that's ever gonna be necessary. That's a good place for the entrance. And then before that, we could maybe get a little parking lot or something. Some trees. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I would like for this to work, but I feel like it's gonna be difficult because these are gonna wanna connect like that. So I really don't know how that's gonna work. So I might have to take out the sides. Just do some editing or something to it. I don't know why people do this. Like, I get it, but why? Pathing is the hardest part of the game. Yeah, like it doesn't even doesn't even do the things I want it to do. That just looks like yeah. Okay, well, we'll do a work around here. That didn't work. Let's just take out these. Actually, let's take out the middle one. Oop. Now let's take out the middle ones. Let's see how that looks. Because if I could, like, split it. And then connect it. Like that, maybe? See, that doesn't look terrible. And then get maybe, like, a tree or something right in the middle. You're not gonna need like all 4 of these gates to be open to get like people in here. That's not how the game works. Let's see. Well, it might have saved some of my favorites. Maybe. It saved at least this one. See, the problem with that is it blocks the whole county fair sign. Maybe a bush. I'll probably go with a bush. That's too small. The roses grow in September. Maybe I could do a statue. I don't know what I would do a statue of though. We'll save that. I was thinking of putting some like big farms in the background. I have some cool plans for like the whole world in this one as well. This looks like goldenrod, so I might get some. Like on each side, like that. Is this different? Oh, it is, because it's like a bunch of them together. I see. Okay, that works. Where are the fences categorized? Here we go. Corners, curves. We want it straight. Oh boy. Yeah, getting that to be exactly copied. At the angle. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. Never mind. Never mind on that. Maybe just here. So yeah, the question is, how do I get back to like this idea of this wide path? So it's kind of like I have to copy what I did outside on the other one. Or not even giving me the right. Good news is it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's like, I guess the idea behind this, besides just a county fair, is that I want everything to look like they could just place it down in like 1 or 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pop-up place. It's just all falls together, and they just build it in like 1 or 2 days, and then they run it for a weekend, and like a traveling type deal. I don't know what the right term is. Not a traveling circus. The county fair! What else do I need to say? I had a plan for a ride. Maybe I'll put that on my first ride and then we'll build the world around it. What did I write down for the first one I wanted? The big wheel. Of course. I think this has to face this way, though. Okay. We'll leave some space there, and I'll set that up. Right.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo. We're gonna do a lot of fall colors. I think will really bring this map to life. A lot of oranges and yellows, some dark reds. As far as the trees go. Starting is always difficult. Like, it always takes me a long time to start. And then once I get going, I kind of steamroll into it. I like this idea of, like, a super wide path. Going around the Ferris wheel. And then everything will come off of that. I think this will be a pretty straight park too, like really straightforward in terms of the layout. I don't have to do anything complicated with that. I did want one ride like elevated on a hill over here. I thought that would be different to do. Drag this, 'cause I feel like it's not perfectly aligned. Then again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So when you walk in, I think, do we want to do like the foods right away? That's the question. Do I want the food right at the beginning? Because I feel like that's what I would want to see first. So just a line of foods here leading up to this one ride, and then off of that can be the splits. Sounds pretty good. So let's see. I have a food truck here, but I think it's like a machine behind it. Which might be okay. I could probably edit this truck completely and get a different food. So I wrote down all the foods and stuff that I wanted to. Fair foods. The vintage claw machine. So like arcades and games are important. I don't think that needs anything around it. I think that just looks good as it is. Go further down. I know I'm doing popcorn as well. I kind of have to. Have to do popcorn at a fair. Even though we know it's not going to make me any money. But it's Sandbox, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. I wrote down a couple other vending machines, but I don't know if I would want those first. Maybe. Wanted a pip shot. Like a place to get water. That's not a store, because that would be silly. No, we downloaded an ice cream shop, so I don't want to do that for the ice cream. I think that might be it for the vendings. For the machines. And then I'll get the food truck here. I gotta get space though. That's the problem. It's like dragging the path out. It's weird. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I probably just want like a bench that they could put down anywhere. Like one of these or something. Yeah, I think what I want to do is copy this and then put a different like machine in it or a different food in it and then edit the truck and change the way it looks. So I like this idea of there like some of them being shops, like actual buildings, and then some of them being trucks. I think that's cool. The problem is like getting the right look. Cause what the heck is this? ball! Oh my god. That's a little bit overkill. But, yes, that. Like, the sci-fi look is terrible, but I want small shops like that. If I can just find the right ones for this park, we'll be good. This is huge. What the hell? See, that's a little bit too goofy. Like that, the way that looks. Unfortunately, I don't like the way that looks. I don't mind the vintage tin look for some of the shops. I think that'll work. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. This is a maybe. Just have to find what I want to do. It's a World's Fair. Oh, this building is really pretty. I like this one, but that's not what we're looking for. Maybe like a Western Shack could actually work. Especially with this one with the over-theming. Like, cause they could build that overnight. This one is great. I love this. This is more what I want. This is a great one. Problem is, I don't think I actually want milkshakes. Colorful, I like that. What about this diner look? No. That ain't the vibe. What about this fairy tale building? Is this a frontier shop thing? I haven't seen that. This one might work too. Because I was thinking, like, some of them could be real. Like houses that are just here. That got transformed. And then I could just put a ton of, like, lights and stuff on it and make it look like really cool. This is closer to what I need. This is right, yes. I think this has shops on both sides, though. I need to edit that somehow. Like, that's so overkill that it works. This is the look we're going for. This, like, big, bright, you know, lights and balloons and flags, all this stuff. Which I could add to. I can add all that stuff to a building, and that's what we can spend our time doing today. Because I don't mind the look of this if I just juice it up a bit.
Sweet Fox Coffee.
Okay. What else do we have? Don't worry, I'll get that other thing back. See, this looks good because it's like candy. I know everybody's like, just build! Just do it, underdog, you're not doing it. It's not how it works. You gotta plan first. We could get a Dunkin' Donuts. I wonder if these Main Street things would work, but no, I don't think so. I think this is too fancy. I don't want to go overly fancy. What's this for? A coaster? Horse derby. Oh my god. This is great. That's so amazing. Holy shit. Do we want games down this row or just food? I mean, this is too good not to use. Like, this is incredible. Whoever made this, holy shit. Look at the little prizes. Holy crap. It's so good. It's glitching out over here. We could fix that later. Let's type in fair, and I think it's just gonna give me fairy tale stuff. Pretty much, yeah. This is huge, holy cow. Oh, because it's an interior shop. That's nice. I like that. That's not what we're looking for, but that's nice. Could convert this. That's a simple building. Once we place stuff down, I can convert it to the look I want. So this might work. Kind of like this one better though. Not sure why. I just do. Let's just save this really quick. I know things are going super slow, but I want to get it to look good. Let's try just fair. I don't think circus is the right. Like, yeah, see, some people have already built stuff. These are like buildings though. Like a town fair? Traveling carnival. Like, this is the stuff I want, but they're not... They're not that great. I'll take them. We'll try to use them, but... It was, let's say, traveling carnival. Maybe that's what I need to search. Let's see, this is just not... That I need either. Type in carnival. Carnivore. Got some rides. That's nice. Creepy carnival. I don't want to download a whole park. Now, if I could put a ride on the back of this, like on the back of a truck, that would be the. Oh, someone already did. Yeah, that's not perfect though. Still a little bit glitchy, man. The idea is there. I think they tried. We'll download it just to see. This feels unfinished, doesn't it? This feels like something I would make. Carnival toilets? I think we're gonna try to make outhouses. I think I already have outhouses. Okay, hold on. I think we're gonna be using this. I probably should use the real trash can. That would be the right way to do this. Like they just threw a bunch of these trash cans around. Whoever set this place up. Let's see. Boxes and stuff, yeah. Oop. I'm gonna use this. Probably use this. Ooh, a little scarecrow thing. That's too spooky. We're not there yet. It's not Halloween yet. Stop celebrating right now. Just type in truck. See, this is pretty good. I like this one. Mm-hmm. Can I just download this? Yeah, there's the ride. I think you have to edit this pathing to be nothing, which I can do, but... Where's the thing I just downloaded 2 seconds ago? Yes, we're using this. We might use some of these arcade machines that I have. I mean, that's pretty good. I like that one. What was it called? Traveling? Like Traveling Carnival? Oh, what the hell? Now I have to go look. What was this just called? What the hell? Can't find it. Welcome to another Planco stream where we're like a half an hour in. I've built literally nothing. We get an update. Hold on. I think it was new or old. Subscription date. Wouldn't I want my newest stuff first? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you have this backwards? Why are there updates to every frickin' ride in the game? Traveling Carnival. Maybe, there was an update for it. Maybe it needed that update. There it goes. Yeah, it just needed that update. Okay, so these trucks can go. Well, okay, thanks for the... No, you can't. That's not how this works. I get the idea, but no. We can get these out, because we have real ones now. With studios pack and stuff. So, this is cute. This is what we want. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Really need to sync these down, but alright. Is this a staff room? Oh man, that actually would work perfectly. Poop. I'm just using it for 2 seconds. I didn't need to save it, but okay. There we go. Sneeze. So this needs... Confused. Some of this seems like it's not aligned correctly, maybe. Like, what? Yeah, what the heck? Alright, I think I can individually grab it, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's happening. But okay. Yeah, it's all about where this... Yeah, I don't know why you sunk this... Okay. Like, this is a cool idea, but you sunk the... Whoever made this sunk the building into the ground. You can't do that. It glitches out the whole thing. Now the ground's forever ruined. I don't even know if I can fix it. I mean, we could use it. It's just gonna be weird. Why not just build something to the height of the staff room? Because that's what this is. This is a staff room. It's like hidden. I got a way to control my fireworks. Once I get fireworks, which will probably be one of the last things we do in this park. Let me just try this smoothing tool. That'll help. Okay.
Tasty.
Let's try to use something else here. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna change like a lot of what's in here just to get the right foods and stuff. Why? Yeah, why is everything like at an angle now? What the hell? We can decorate that one out. We can decorate this one. And then I think that's... Okay, we'll just do these then. So we've got the claw machine. Right, where you try to win your prizes. We got the popcorn. We have a taco shack. We have ice cream shack. We have juice, which I think I'm going to change this. Oops. We can recolor this if we need to. I wrote down exactly what I wanted. Getting a facility in here, I feel like it's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Let's see. 'Cause I want hot dogs. Yeah, and I just don't see a way to align this perfectly in here. Unless I take forever to do it. Oh wait, did I get it? I think I got it. So that's staff room. We can change the perks and stuff later. This one, I think we just wanted it to be soda. This gelato? Why'd they put gelato? Come on, ice cream. Alright, well, we'll have to switch that too. What the fuck, dude? Why would you do this to me? I mean, It's so perfect, I don't know if I want to change it. It doesn't make that big of a difference, really. But to me, it does, okay? I'm that OCD about things. We're gonna have french fries. We're gonna have tacos. Actually, I should put the... I don't know why you wouldn't have a giant taco on the taco truck. I don't know why the beef isn't loading in. Maybe because it looks stupid. But how often do you have the chance of having a giant taco in your park? You know? Like, I don't want to lose this opportunity. Are shop awnings down here? I feel like they're not. Go Bee! Imagine getting excited over soda. Sprite! Actually, I do that all the time. Do, 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 do. I think we could build the coaster today too, because this park's only gonna have like one, maybe two coasters at most. Like a wooden coaster and maybe a junior. We'll see. Like a really, it would have to be really small though. I just want to see what this looks like. Ew. Ew. I've seen worse. How do you even... I can't even get the... We'll see if I can even get a shop in here. Okay, it's not... There's a problem. There's a real problem here. I cannot grab this shit. I can't grab any of this. How can I not grab any of this? God damn. That was weird. The game's being weird again. So this is Cosmic Cow ice cream. Okay, it works both ways. It's good to know. I don't know if you could tell this was ice cream by the big ice cream cone on top.
Cosmic Girl.
Okay. We did want chicken. Like, somebody was saying that at fairs you get like those big turkey wings. But we don't have turkey in the game. We only have chicken. Chicken. And I wanted to avoid burgers. Because burgers are like the most basic, boring food in the game. I wanted ribs. Ribs, french fries, pizza. I could make this one ribs. I can edit all these signs and make them say what I want. That's the cool thing about this build, is that there's so many different types of food we could use, and it would be okay because you see everything at a fair. Fair food has everything. Alright, ribs. And then we need to take these all out. We want french fries. I feel like I'm not big on milkshakes. Maybe it's because I'm lactose intolerant and can't really drink them. But milkshake doesn't really scream fair drink to me. I feel like slushy might be the right choice here. Slushy is more fun. Okay. Well, actually, no, this was soda, right? We can keep that. And then replace this with pizza. So this doesn't do anything. This is just here for looks. Because it's so damn good, I can't not use it, right? Okay, we got the taco truck. We have burgers down here. This one's burgers. Which I think, we could probably leave that as it is. I didn't really want burgers, but it's almost like I'm forced to use it. Hot dog. That's me. Hot dog. How can I see it if it won't let me see it? Hot dog. Alright. So do these work the same way as a store for advertising the vending machine? Yes, they do. Alright, good. Never advertised a vending machine before. And I don't know how I feel about tacos from a vending machine, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Taco. Cause I might use another one of these in the park. Depends. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of food places and not a lot of people buying food. Cause there's gonna be too much food. They're not gonna know what to do with it. Alright. So what are we gonna do about entrances and queues and things? Guess we're gonna have to decide that right now. Place entrance right in the middle. Place exit right in the back. Connect queue. What kind of queue are we gonna do? Brick might look good. For the build. What do you say we go a little bit purple? Brighten up these colors. Yeah, that looks nice. I was gonna put a flat ride on a hill over here. And when I was looking up, like, fairground rides and county fair rides, I actually saw the Coriolis, or as some people call it, the Tornado. I actually saw this ride, and I wasn't planning on using this ride, but since I saw it in a picture, and it is a pretty small footprint, maybe we could do that as the ride that's on a hill. We'd have to be like back here. Yeah, I might do painting later. Funny, because we're gonna have to flatten this out anyway. Okay, so this ride's gonna be up here. And we can change these footprints. I don't think it's really gonna make that much of a difference. Like this one they could just put on the ground, but this one, because it's on a hill, maybe... This one they put on wood there. Yeah. Why am I saying they? Me. I'm the one building it. Stop giving credit to imaginary carnival workers, Underdog. I guess the entrance can be here. I don't know. I don't like how it's at an angle like that, though. That's better. Might be a longer walk, but it's all about the looks, really. How popular is the Coriolis? I don't even remember. I would hate standing at this hill, like, on an angle like that for hours waiting for the ride. Actually, I think I should just call it the Tornado. What do we have for options? Spin in reverse. Which way is reverse? That way, I guess. Now, does it stop and then spin the other way? Because otherwise, I feel like you would get whiplash or something when it changes direction. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So I think getting the Q rating on this is going to be difficult because it's kind of like just going to be placed down here. Maybe could do some fencing around the ride. Maybe have this at the entrance. I don't know. Guess that'll work. Okay. Save that. What am I doing for, like, path lighting? I didn't even decide. I need path light, main path lighting, and queue lighting in every park. Oh, I think I already got them saved here. Alright. Let's see what it looks like late at night. Yes. I already put these down and saved them earlier, like off stream. So these spotlights, we gotta be careful of which way they're turning. I think I can set timers for those as well. But I don't think I can change the direction of the path that they go in. There's other studio lights that do this, like spotlight thing. That might work. But on. What? Who puts these things at an angle? Who did this? Did I do that? Did I do that? Family Matters was a good show for like 3 seasons. Okay. So I like these lights because they're perfect. They're perfect for what I want. Give a little distance. Have the machines lit up. Have like the spaces between stuff lit up like that. We'll probably get other lights. We'll probably get like, yeah, backing lights in different colors would be good too. This is something I usually do at the end of the stream, but I feel like it's gonna be really important here. For this park. Get the look across. So this is going to be my path lighting. And then for my queue lighting, I think we're just going to use these little bamboo torches. Which don't provide a whole lot of light, but they look like they could go anywhere. And we can just place these down. Now getting this to be at the right angle. Good luck. It wants to align with the ground. Oh my god. Why do I make things difficult for myself? I have to bring this down. Okay. This way you just don't get lost on the path when you're walking around in the dark. Guess I'll have to put some trees in this area around the Ferris wheel. I think it'll look terrible if I do that. Need more types of trees. I only have one. What are the ones around? I think these are sycamore and oak for this environment. Get some of these dark red ones would look good too, probably, right? Okay. Oak tree number 1. I don't think anything else is going to be down here. It's just going to be for this ride. And then I might have some other shops here, or just place rides along the side of these paths. Have like a pretty straight layout. Just like more food everywhere. Kind of like this. Like this is just going to keep going down. This is just gonna keep going down straight. Why is... There we go. I don't know why it kicked me out of everything. And we'll just put all the flat rides along the side, and then I guess my coaster might be over here somewhere. And we'll get like rides on either side. Really, really basic queues. Just for an idea, I think the next ride that I wanted was the aeroplane. So we'll have like an entrance queue from here going around. And then the exit can be right there. I want all these to be pretty straight. But I guess, well, the other one isn't, so... I guess curved works. That's fine. That looks better anyway. This has a couple of other options, but I'm always curious whether these options affect the rating of the ride. I don't want to make the ride shitty, but I also want to try like left tilt and right tilt and see how that works. See how that affects everything. Let's get some music over on this one too. Night Battle. Sailing the high seas. Pirates. Oh yeah, that changes the whole thing. Okay, never mind. That ride, I don't think that ride's exciting enough to get people to walk over to it. But I guess we'll see. And these are like 2s in terms of excitement. Okay. Yeah, so I guess, I mean, I wanted to do like a parking lot out here. But I think what would be cool is whenever I went to this, whenever I went to like my state fair, they were never paved, right? So putting pavement down would be silly. We're just gonna have an area of like gravel. And I'll put some, maybe cones and like little curbs or something for the spaces, like to mark where the spaces are. Oops. Well, less intense. Okay. Let's go like 55. No, that didn't work. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay. So, I think I need to get like a car first. So that way I can judge like the size of the spots. I think I want to start there. Most of the stuff is gonna be in the studios pack, I feel like. Yeah, here we go. So I gotta mark your spots. It would be easier if I did this so I could get the spacing correct. I hate when I see somebody make a park that is like 99% a parking lot, and I'm like, no. What are you doing? It doesn't have to be perfect, which I think is kind of the point. Do I want to go all the way down here? Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm looking for a curb. How's there nothing? What did we call them? Cause I used them during... I'm just gonna have to look through everything, aren't I? I had them during, like, the zombies park. They're just these little concrete things you put on the ground. Should have a bus doing a flip. That'll get people happy. That'll get everyone's attention. I'm just gonna pick up stuff that I want to use too. Like this is creepy, but it's perfect. I think I want to make like a fun house, like a dark ride fun house type deal too in this game, or in this park, I mean. How exactly I'm gonna do that, I don't know. But that's part of the plan. We need this confetti cannon. Alligators everywhere. Lots of this stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna use it, but probably lots of that stuff too. Just decorative shapes. I'm not seeing them. I know there's like a million things in the game, but I'm not seeing the things that I need. We'll get to like behind the scenes stuff too. Make it look like they're still setting up the fair once you're in it. Like this scaffolding might be good too. Like, make it look like they were gonna set up another ride and then they didn't. Mm-hmm. Feel like gold is too elaborate. Yeah, I know I need bathrooms. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I just didn't put them down. 'Cause I think I have an outhouse, but I'm not sure if it's actually functional. Might just get rid of this and put a bathroom there. Okay. Sorry this is taking so long, everybody. But there's a giant slice of pizza. Who needs a window when you could have a giant slice of pizza on your house? This is probably the most amount of time I've spent on just like deciding on what to use. These lights are good. Oh, those are baskets. I can get those anyway. Thought they were lights for a second. So I got this. That's not the same. That's not the same. Is the thing I'm looking for. It's close. Ooh, King Coaster.
just ribbon.
Oh, you gotta have a big American flag on top of the hill somewhere. Of course. I think some fairs have like train rides and stuff, but I'm not gonna do a train ride in this park. We'll do metal barrels. I'll probably make them like gray though. Yeah. I can just probably copy off of that one, but we'll save it. I wonder if I could maybe use the planter edges. I mean, it might work. Actually, this might be better because it'll give me an excuse to make it look not like crap. I can have some more flowers in here. We'll go to the fence, I guess. And then we'll put some flowers in here. Do 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 do. What it do, Con? We're making a county fair park today. How are you, my friend? This is all we have so far. I've been spending a lot of time, like, planning it out, though. Like, what exactly I want, You know what I mean? But here's an idea. We're gonna have like all the food and stuff lined up. I'm gonna take this one out, actually. I gotta put a bathroom here. We gotta find the right bathroom. Now, I know I have like an outhouse, but I really doubt that it's functional. So I might just have to do like a really basic bathroom like this. Just kind of the same idea. Super small bathroom, unless I have something else. I don't think so. Like, I think it's under scenery. Have you ever been to a county fair or like a state fair or a carnival or anything like that? What type of rides or things would you expect to see? Maybe you could help me out here. Porter potty? Porter potty? Potty? Yeah, see, I think I have one, but I don't. Finding one thing in this game is hard to do. Like one single specific. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, it's in some other language, that's why I couldn't find it. But yeah, so you can't actually use this. Like, I can't. This is smaller than an actual bathroom in the game, so this is just for looks. Maybe I'll get it down by the parking lot. Like a row of them. We'd call them Luna Parks? What types of things are at a Luna Park? Because here it's all about fried food. And games and arcades, which I have there's like a claw game in here. And this is just for looks, but this is so amazing. It's the horse racing thing. I might have to look for more of these. Like just little quick arcades and stuff. I have arcade machines, but I don't want to line them up outside. That would look weird. I'd rather have like a pre-made thing. It's just an amusement park. BBQ ribs. scary rides. We're not there yet. I haven't built the Ferris wheel. I mean, I have the Ferris wheel. I haven't built the roller coaster yet, obviously. You stick to the calmer rides? Yeah, me too. I'm just a chill person. I don't know if that's too much in the front. I don't want too many trees because I want it to feel like it's out in the middle of a big field, you know? So I don't want too many trees. So I gotta be careful on what I'm doing here. What are you doing here, guy? So we're making a parking lot. I know, very exciting, right? You remembered screaming to tell them to stop the ride. Stop the ride! There's always that one person. Stop, it's going too fast! Slow down, I can't handle this. Let's see. Now, getting the right little flowers in here. What the hell? What is going on? There we go. We got some tulips. Check. We got some sunflowers. Check. Can I put these little things down in here? These mini trees. Do. Do, 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 do. This one time on the gondola, you start swinging the thing. Help me! Help me! And everybody's like, dude, it's going 3 miles per hour. Now we know the truth about you, Con. Now we know the truth. Alright, so, obviously we're not going to use all the same car. We're going to have to mix it up. And all these first spots will be taken up. And then we'll have like buses and like a fire truck down here. What's the difference between these two fire trucks? There's 2 fire trucks in the game. I just found this out just now. I mean, maybe I knew that. One has a light on it, and the other one doesn't. Is that the difference? Is there literally not enough? Why? What? Why would they do this? One has lights on the front, the other doesn't. Okay. One is just a shell, I think. Whatever. Do, do, do. What's up, Sunday? We're working on my county fair park. Let's see. I gotta do lighting. We want lighting for the path or for the parking lot? I need both. Well, maybe not. do, 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 do. Nice porta-johns. Yeah, you like that? You gotta have porta potties everywhere. You just kinda have to. Okay, so I think we're just gonna have to. This parking lot I made like huge, and then I was halfway through. I was like, I really don't want to spend hours on making a parking lot, you know? I don't want to spend like the whole stream on this. Have you decided your next community showcase? No. But I'm guessing you have something you want to show me. What have you been working on, Thundy? Alright. So yeah, we'll have we'll have some cones down here too, I think. Let's get more cars. There's always that one guy that brings his fancy car and shows it off. There's always that one guy. So we're gonna have the fancy car out here. We'll probably have some like studio trucks out, like behind all this. Like they're setting up and stuff. I forgot about that cop. When I built this toilet, I put a cop in the back. There he is. He's the poop police. Don't be pooping, okay? You'll get in trouble. proceeds to poop. No! You're not allowed. Okay. What kind of... Is it... This is a mom... We want mom cars. Is what I'm saying. We want some mom cars. That's a mom car right there. There's always that one guy that's like parked wrong. Like at a weird angle. Even though he was directed like exactly where to park, right? We could get a couple buses. Maybe a bus over here. I wish there was a school bus in the game. Don't know. Can I paint this? To be all yellow? Like the whole thing? Look, it's a school bus now! Now it is a school bus. Salad! How are you? Salad, have you ever been to like a county fair or a state fair? If so, what's your favorite part of a fair? My personal favorite part is like funnel cake and cotton candy. I like fried food and I have a sweet tooth. We have a whole lineup of fun and food. Things for people to do. We got pizza, soda, ribs, burgers, french fries, slushies. We got this crazy arcade game that's not functional and it's kind of glitching out. I don't know why this is glitching out visually, but you love funnel cake or fried dough. Oh my god, fried dough with powdered sugar on it. That's actually my weakness. Like if I had a weakness, that would be it right there. The only place I can actually get fried dough is at the beach, and it's like an hour away. And I'm like, is it worth driving an hour to get fried dough? And then I'm like, yep it is. Yes it is. We're doing the most exciting part of the build right now. I know, you gotta contain your excitement. Is this aligned with this? Should be. I think the fact that they're not perfectly aligned actually is what we're looking for. Some idiot just tones down and was like, yeah, figure it out. Park where you want, I guess. There's always that one car that's like parked in between a spot. You know what I'm talking about? Add your car. It's old and green. What does it look like? We can change the colors. How about this one? Does this car look like yours? It's a Honda. So you're saying this one right here. That's what you're saying? What color green? Like dark green? Like this salad? Like that? Yeah, there you go. You're here. You're parked. You're parked at the place. Okay, so that's just all there for visuals. And then we have 3 rides. We got the Charoplane, the Ferris wheel, and the Tornado, which is up here on the hill for some reason. I say we add the other ride. What did I write down? The Zozo? Yep. Now this is this is a good ride. This is like probably the best ride in the game. So, as far as like getting a queue for it, we're gonna need a long queue here. Oh, the entrance is there. The exit's there. Okay, so it's facing this way. Now. How do we... See, it like ruins the... I don't know how you're supposed to do this without the footprint there. Unless you like drag it down. That's why I was confused by this ride that somebody made. Like, the idea is there, but I don't think we can get the execution. You know what I mean? So. Like, you can't really see the truck bed through this shit, and I can't get rid of this. So it is what it is. And it looks stupid because now there's like a wheel floating in the air, you know? You know what I mean? Wait. What the hell am I doing? What? Alright, okay. Alright, so we're just gonna do this then. It was worth an effort. So yeah, in terms of crowd and queue length, this ride needs a lot. This ride is very exciting for some reason. Everybody loves this ride in the game. And it's a great ride. It's not like my favorite ride in the game, but it's pretty good. No, I want to use the entrance thing. You recently got into Planet Zoo. It's the same control. If you know how to play Planet Zoo Salad, you know how to play Planet Coaster. It's the same exact controls. The difference is that Planet Zoo, all your animal stuff is right here. And for me, all my ride stuff is right here. So that's the difference. That's it. Everything else, like the controls and all the buttons, are the same. So you'll get used to it though. The controls are actually really simple and easy to pick up once you get used to it. So this is what the Zozo does for anyone that hasn't seen it. It's a very basic carnival ride where you're spinning and swinging, but you never actually go upside down. That's what makes this ride special, is it spins and it swings, but you as a person in the seat never go upside down because it turns right before you would. Which makes it cool. You like decorating? That's like half of the stream when I play this. That's like half of what I do. You have to decorate to make things look pretty. I see a lot of creators not doing that, and I'm like, ugh. Ew. Like, they'll just put down the rides and that's it. And I'm like, what are you doing? At least attempt to make it look pretty. But I think for this build, it's, well, hold on. Probably need to put this exit here. For this build, it's not exactly gonna be the best looking park. I think it'll be neat. But there's not a whole lot I can do in the world besides add like stuff like this, maybe. Trees, bushes, flowers, and rocks. Yeah, exactly. We're doing all that. We're doing all that and then some. At least I'll put that there. Or I could put it here. If that works. The most important thing, Salad, is patience. Be patient. There's always bees in the trash can at festivals and fairs and stuff. There's always bees in the trash cans. So we're actually going to put bees in the trash cans. And I want to use some fireflies. And fireflies are going to look really pretty, so I want to put them like around this ride or something. Yeah, the exit and the entrance, maybe. You want to see some fireflies, Salad? There they are. See them? That's gonna look. This place is gonna look sick at night. I'm telling you. You actually love that? I know. Wait till I get backlighting for this section. It's gonna look crazy. Thinking probably orange. Orange, right? Orange. For the backing? We want those fall colors. Like, the idea is for this to be happening in fall, but it's not Halloween yet. Because I'll probably do, like a Halloween theme next month. You know? What's another fall color? I think Salad likes greens and purples, but those are usually like, that's for like haunted houses and stuff. Maybe like a pink or a dark red. Let's try a dark red. So these lights only show up at night, and this is what we call backlighting, which is like, it's just lighting up a building at night to give it more impact. Let's see. We wanted a yellow too, right? Just a little bit of color here and there. We sink all these underground so you'll never see them. You'll never even notice they were here. So there you go. And of course all the rides have lights on them. Now, speaking of lights, I need my queue lighting over here. With my tiki torches. To keep the mosquitoes away. But not the fireflies. We like fireflies. Fireflies and lightning bugs are cool. Mosquitoes have no purpose to exist, so we hate them. We as a society. Collectively must go to war with the mosquitoes. I love the way they look, but I don't want to overdo it, you know? I don't want to just have, like, fireflies everywhere. That would be kind of goofy. Alright. So yeah, putting a bench at an angle. The game hates when you do shit like this. People are gonna complain that they have nowhere to sit. Wonder why? Because the game prefers flat ground for things. Because gravity exists in the universe. This game has physics. Because it's a coaster building game. Ignore the fact that this fire hydrant is leaking. We're gonna have to fix that. No big deal. Trash can, trash can. What can a trash can? Should we open this up? Should we open the park? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rides already. Start decorating the queues. Let's see. Pick a number between 1 and 4,000. $680. That rounds up to 700. Thank you. Park is now open. At the fair that I go to is only like $3, so we'll do it at $3. We'll see if people pay for that without the coaster being here yet. And do I have an uptime command still? Well, you think it's cheap, but wait till you see the food prices. That's how they get you. 2 hours, 56 minutes. Yeah, we have time to do we have time to do the coaster. Let's build a coaster, Salad. Let's do it. Let's build a coaster. First things first. 1, 2, 1, 1, and I think they should all have vendors in them already. But there's a couple shops, so we'll get a couple extra vendors. We're gonna get the Tiki Cheeky guy, because we never used the Tiki Cheeky guy. And all I have to do now is make this a work roster. And then we'll build the coaster. Do. Mm-hmm. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Alright. Confirm. I guess we just call this fairgrounds. I think I want my coaster like here. Well, or over here. No, because the middle should be all the flat rides, and then the coaster should be over here. So yeah, actually the coaster's gonna be here. So that way this path only exists for the coaster, pretty much. We'll put it right about here. Alright, so we're going with a gnarler. That is the one that we've decided to use because this is a really basic wooden coaster that you would see placed down at a fair. And we did a Zenith pretty recently. You're getting food? Oh, you were getting food. Okay, Con, you're just in time to watch me build a wooden coaster. We're gonna try to do the same thing I did last time, if you remember, where it was like a really tight and small footprint of like, it's just a cyclone, like a very small wooden cyclone coaster. Because we can't do anything super crazy. That would not make sense to do. Why does this look like it's not aligned? Piss me off. Has to be exactly aligned with this path. It's pretty close. Close enough. Two arrows away. Okay, 4 miles per hour. We're going up, you remember when I built the other coaster? Yeah, same idea, sort of. This one will have a different layout, obviously. This one's gonna be taller, too. 3, 4. We're gonna go up 117. We have to go up 4. We're gonna go steeper drop too. Right over the path. That'll be sick. Visually, that'll be really cool. Right? So the difference between a Zenith and a Gnarler, the Zenith is more old school and like has a different type of chain lift, has a different type of car, and the Gnarler if you read it, it's a traditional coaster that's primarily made out of wood. But it uses more modern car. So like the car you're sitting in has like this big steel bar on the front of it and like steel lap bars, which is perfect for what we're doing. It's not supposed to be like 100-year-old coaster. It's supposed to be a coaster that I built. And then we can just tear it down in a couple of days, no problem. Just gonna call it Carnival Coaster for now. We have to give it a test on the drop. And then once I build this coaster, we'll probably wrap it for today. I don't want it to be super long, but we can go out this way and then come back. So we're gonna go up and turn. Actually, I want to go, let's try to go out. Right? You know what I mean? Like out and then turn a little bit. That'll be cool. So we have to get a hill over the path again. I'm wondering how big I can make these hills. I'm wondering about the speed. Because I think I can make that hill bigger. Yeah. I can definitely make this hill bigger. Which will be a cool visual, right? Because you'll see it like this, and then I mean, these being the same size would be probably better, right? Your internet is getting poopy? You'll see it next time. I stream Planet Coaster on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So no worries. What is it, at 60? How do I get it to be the exact same height? Like, that's gonna be difficult, isn't it? I can try to drag it down, actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I wish maybe you could maybe I can copy like a piece of it. But I don't think I need to do that. I think I just need to, bring it down like 30 feet. Smooth it out. So that way these two hills are at least the same height. They don't have to be shaped exactly the same. And for this part, smooth that banking out. And we'll get like a turn here. This way to the left. I want to do the same thing where I go out a little bit first. And then turn. Like that. Man, I love doing spirals, but I know the game doesn't want me to do that. That might even be too high. Maybe it should be bigger. I wasn't gonna do like a huge turn, but maybe that would be okay. Okay, so let's try to wrap this to the end. Um, 30, going at a 30-degree angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get a overall bank. And then this part is gonna be a break. We'll see how I feel about it. The only thing I'm not sure about is this right here. I don't know if it needs to do this, but I want to make it like feel like you're on the coaster for longer. I just needed a simple back and forth. Maybe I can look at like cyclone layouts, because this is almost too simple. But it needs to be something like this. Let's see what the rating is. 5.97. Not perfect. But most of that is from the initial drop. Trying to think, what else could I do? Maybe I pull this in. More. And then push this back. But that leaves space here for like a flat ride or something. Cause that would be cool. I have like a ride in between, but I don't know. I would have to squeeze it in there. I did want a Centrum at one point. Oh, we did want a hyper jump too. A hyper jump could fit in between. On this side actually would be better. For me. And visually, I think. Because you get this high point on this side and then this high point on that side. I mean, we can always come back and change this. Because it's sandbox mode. So that's okay. There's always options out there. There's always options. Let's just do a little decoration for this before I end the stream. I'm gonna look at, I think over the weekend I'm gonna look at like cyclone coasters and see not exactly what they look like. I know what they look like, but I want to see some layouts. Maybe I could try to like recreate like a coaster layout or something. I don't want to do too many rocks in this park either. Anymore. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So, I know this was a super long stream where it feels like I didn't get much done, but that's how these parks usually start. The projects they take a lot of planning, and if you're new to games like this, I really suggest you do that because you're gonna get a better result. It might take longer, but we have to remember things in Planet Coaster do require lots of patience and lots of time. And so yeah, I'll come back to this next week, and we'll work on this because I'm not like the idea is there, but this is obviously not going to be the final layout. I want it to maybe go out this way and then come back. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.